Congratulations and welcome to Mary Kay Cosmetics. If you are watching this video, that means you are a brand new independent business associate. And I want to be the first one to welcome you to the greatest, the premier opportunity for women today. My name is Heather Jewelson and I am your sales director. And today I'm going to be covering just some of your first options in getting started with your Mary Kay business. By now, you've ordered your starter kit. And you may have even had some people say to you, oh, you're starting Mary Kay, well, I need a mascara, or I'll hold one of those parties for you. Or you might be thinking for yourself, I want some products, and so how do I get started and how do I get the products now that I've got my starter kit? So I'm going to talk with you today on two options in getting started for your business. The first option is to build your inventory or your Mary Kay store as you go. And the goal for every independent beauty consultant is to have a Mary Kay store. We want to be able to provide the best, the optimal customer service for our customers. So when somebody calls you and says, Heather, I'm leaving out of town tomorrow and I need my eye makeup remover, my sunscreen, I will have the product available to deliver or for pickup immediately. And so that we can offer the best customer service. So we all want to get to a Mary Kay store and a profit level store so that we can take a profit. So there's two ways to do this. One is, like I mentioned, to build as you go. And the second one is to invest in your store up front and have the product on hand immediately. So this video is going to cover both of those options. And I'm going to start with the first one. And the first one is ordering as you go and building your inventory. And kind of describe for you the best candidate for this option. Now I will tell you there's three areas that you want to consider when you're looking at your options. One is you want to consider your finances. Two, you want to consider your time. And three, you want to consider your level of emotional management, and I'll tell you what that means in a minute. So the first thing is your finances. And so building your inventory is a really good option for somebody who doesn't want to invest any more money into their business. They've ordered their starter kit, maybe you've gotten their business cards and their personal website, and they don't want to invest anything else up front. Then this is a good option for them. It also is a good option for somebody who has come to the Mary Kay opportunity and doesn't have a financial need. And what I mean by that is when you are considering the opportunity with Mary Kay, and we talk about the reasons women start, that money wasn't one of them. That means you don't need any immediate money from your Mary Kay income, so that you've got excess money and don't need anything from Mary Kay right away. And I will tell you that this was not a good option for me when I started my Mary Kay business, and I'll explain a little bit later why that was. So one is that you have no financial need at this point. Number two is time. This option is good for somebody who's got a little bit excess time because bottom line, it's going to take you more time when you build your inventory, because when you sell Mary Kay products, you're going to sell the product, you're going to have to go home, turn around, order the product, and then you're going to have to deliver the product. So it's going to take you more time than if you had the product on hand to give for immediate delivery. So you've got to have a little bit more time to work this option. And then thirdly, emotional management. And what I mean by that is your level of emotional management is with this option, there are going to be times when you have to be willing to pass up a sale. What do I mean by that? Well, there are some times when customers are very expecting products right up front, or they want to, maybe they're leaving, like I gave in that example, that they're leaving tomorrow and they're going to want the product and you don't have enough time to order it and to get it in. And so you're going to have to pass on that sale and refer it to another independent beauty consultant for her to take the sale in order to give the customer what they deserve and what they want. That's a customer service. So you have to be okay with that. So if that's going to bother you, then this might not be an option for you. Okay, so that's the first option, is to look at your to look at your finances, to look at your time, and to look at your emotional management. And then secondly, the other thing you want to consider is the type of customer that you're going to be looking for if you build your inventory. And the type of customer you're going to look for is somebody who's very patient and somebody who is a planner. And what I mean by that is they will plan their product purchases, their skincare and their color cosmetic product purchases at least 10 days to 2 weeks out. That they will call you in advance, let you know that when they're going to be running low, so that you will have enough time to order the products and to deliver them. So you're going to look for a customer who's not impulsive, but a really strategic planner with her purchases. Okay, so let me show you how this works, if this is the option that you'd like to go. And for this, you're going to need a pen and paper. So if you don't have a paper and pen, I'd love for you to stop the video and go grab one, because you will need a paper and pen for this portion of it. Okay, so if you've got your paper and pen, I'm going to have you draw a chart for me. And I've already created my chart so that I can just walk you through it. But the first thing you want to draw is you want to draw a horizontal line all the way up the top, but leaving a little room for headers. So you'll draw that line. Then I want you to draw lines going down, vertical lines. And you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vertical lines. So draw your lines, and it doesn't have to be pretty. Just whip them out on the paper. Okay, so then the headings you're going to do, on the top left heading, you're going to put week. So go ahead and write week there. The next one says retail sales. So write retail sales. The next one is order from Mary Kay. So you're going to put orders from Mary Kay. The next column, deliver to customer. So deliver to customer. Then you've got, let's see, that one's deliver to customer. Okay, next one is move to inventory. Go ahead and jot that one down. Then total inventory. And then lastly is profit. So your top headings are week, retail sales, order from Mary Kay, deliver to customer, move to inventory, total inventory, and profit. So I'm going to show you 2 different options for building your inventory. One is a slower option and one is a little bit more accelerated option. And I'm just going to give you these 2 as examples. Whatever you choose to do in your business is up to you, but these are just 2 examples that I see consultants work with frequently. So the first one is our slower option, and that is to have week 1. So go ahead and jot week 1 down. Week 1, you're going to have retail sales of $250. That basically means you did one party that week. So you've got retail sales of $250. Now what's really exciting is because this is how we're going to build our inventories. We purchase our products at half the price we sell them for. So with this, but because you're building your inventory, you're going to reinvest 100% of your sales into building your inventory. So order from Mary Kay is $250. So you're going to sell $250, you're going to order $250. When you get the $250 in retail products from Mary Kay, $125 of that is going to go to the customer. That's the wholesale cost. So $125 you're going to deliver to the customer. Then $125 of it you're going to move to your inventory. And then your total inventory is going to be $125. This is week 1. So your first week you have put on your Mary Kay shelf, on your Mary Kay store, $125 worth of inventory. Now we do recommend a profit level inventory is a minimum of $3,000 to $3,600. And when I started Mary Kay 19 years ago, that was a profit level inventory. And I will tell you, in 19 years, our product line has expanded tremendously. So that is a very conservative profit level inventory, but we're going to use that one as a ballpark. So in our total inventory, we now have $125 towards that $3,000. We have in our profit column, we're not taking a profit, remember, because we've chosen to build our inventory. So we have 0 in our profit. So we're just going to time this out. So week number 2, you're going to do the same thing. $250 in retail sales, $250 you order from Mary Kay, $125 goes to the customer, $125 goes to move to inventory. And now, this is the column that changes. Your total inventory is $125 from last week plus $125 for this week. So you've got $250 now on your shelf with your products. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just go through and time them out quickly. We're going to double it up, and so week 4, and these columns stay the same. Every week, these ones stay the same, but we're increasing our total inventory on our shelf. So week number 4 is going to be $500. So after 1 month of having $250 in retail sales every week, you're going to have on your shelf $500. Then let's times it out by, we're going to double it again, so week 8. So now we're at 2 months. These all stay the same, but we're doubling. So after 8 weeks, 2 months, you're going to have $1,000 of inventory. So you're a third of the way there after 2 months. Okay, you can see how this works. Then we're going to double it again, so 16 weeks, which is basically 4 months. You're doubling, so you've got $2,000 worth of inventory after 16 weeks. So after 4 months, you're going to be 2/3 of the way there. You're going to have $2,000 worth of inventory. Now we're going to go all the way to week number 24. Week number 4, we've got $3,000 worth of inventory here. So after 6 months of selling $250 worth of product each month, you will have $3,000 worth of inventory. Okay, so now you're at profit level. Yay, that's exciting. Now let's go week number 25. So week number 25, you have got your $250 in retail sales. Order from Mary Kay. You're going to order $125 like you always do. But the difference is, and I put this in parentheses, is because you do not have to order it immediately. Everything else I recommend prior to that you do what's called a Financial Friday, which every Friday you take your sales from the week and you place your order. Once you're at profit level, you don't have to do a Financial Friday anymore. You can order, I typically order at the end of the month because I've got enough product to get through the month. So you're still going to order $125 from Mary Kay. So we're going to put it in parentheses. You're going to deliver your $125 to the customer. Well, if you don't order it from Mary Kay, where is it going to come from? Well, it's going to come from your $3,000 worth of inventory. So from your shelf, your $125 is going to come there, right? You're going to move to your inventory, $125 again, but this is what you ordered from Mary Kay, and like I said, it might be ordered at the end of the month. And your inventory total is always going to stay at the $3,000 level because you've got to profit level, so we're going to keep it at profit level. And now, this is what's exciting. Now your profit category for that week is $125 in profit. So now you're able to take a profit from that. Now, if you go this route and you do 24 weeks, we are going to pay shipping of $238.50. So write that down, $238.50. Every time we order from Mary Kay, whether we order $250, whether we order $3,000, it's $9.95 for shipping. So with 6 months of building your inventory, it is going to be $238.50. So this is option number 1. Now I'm going to go through option number 2 really quickly since we've got option number 1 down. So draw a vertical line. Horizontal, straight across the paper, horizontal. And now we're going to work with, instead of doing 1 party a week, we're going to work with 3 parties a week. So we're going to have retail sales each week of $600. So week 1, your retail sales is going to be $600. You're going to order from Mary Kay, $600. You're going to deliver $300, half of that to the customer. You're going to move to your inventory $300, and you're going to have a total inventory of $300. Okay? Week 4, we're just timesing this out. Week 4, everything stays the same, and you're going to have an inventory of $1,200 after 1 month of that option. Week 8, after 2 months, you're going to have your inventory is going to be at $2,400, and then after 3 months of this option, your inventory is going to be at your full $3,600 inventory. So this option takes 3 quick months to get there. Your shipping on this option is $99.50. So you're able to save over $100 in shipping by accelerating the rate that you are building your inventory. So let's go to week 13. So we've got our full shelf, we've got our profit on our shelf. Now week 13, you're ready to take a profit. You sell $600. That $300 you're going to order from Mary Kay, but again it's in parentheses because you don't have to do it immediately. You're going to give the customer $300, which comes from your inventory on your shelf. And what's great about that is you can give immediate delivery now. You can be at a party, you can give her exactly what she orders. And then the $300 to move back into your inventory comes from when you order at the end of the month, and your inventory account stays at $3,600. Okay, so this is the option if you are going to build your inventory over time. So if you remember me telling you that this was not a good option for when I started Mary Kay, and I'm going to show you exactly why this was not a good option for me. And the first thing was because of my finances. I was in a situation that we were broker than broke, really. Each month we made less money than we had going out. And so I needed to take a profit immediately. I wouldn't have been in a position where I could build my inventory for 6 months, or I could build my inventory for even 3 months because I needed some money out of Mary Kay. So let me share with you my situation and where I was at when I started. So here I've written down here our commitments. When I started, I had a student loan of $150. I had a car loan of $225. I had a wedding loan of $300. I had a personal loan of $150. And I had a Dayton's card, which was a department store card, kind of like a Macy's, of $50. Plus we had our insurance, which was $110. So our total expenses were $985. That did not include food. It did not include rent. It did not include utilities. It did not include gas. These were just our fixed expenses. We were bringing in, I was an at-home mom, okay, so now how I thought I could be an at-home mom with this kind of financial situation, I don't know. But I was a little disillusioned. Anyway, so our income, my husband was bringing in any given month between $1,000 and $1,200. So you can see on $985 worth of expenses to have $1,000 to $1,200 of income coming in, there was no room for anything else. Nothing else, not even food, rent, utilities, and gas. Well, fortunately, we were living with his parents, so we weren't paying rent. But if we ever had any desire to get out of that, plus we weren't paying utilities, we still had gas and we still had some food. But in order to ever get out of that, we needed to do something different financially. So for me to start Mary Kay, I needed to make money right away. I needed to sell product, to take that profit from selling product, and to make the difference here. I needed to invest it into our family. And I was a little bit hesitant because I felt like, oh my gosh, I've got all these loans here. How in that world am I going to handle another payment? But when you go through the money management that I just did, you can see that payment comes from selling the product. That's going to come from my profit selling products. So what did I do? I financed my inventory. I added a Mary Kay loan. Okay, it was $100 a month that I paid on it. And so now this increased my expenses to $1,085, right? But going back to what you saw me show on the other chart here, where's my other chart, is because I had the inventory, I could take a profit right away. And that profit is what I used to pay that $100 with, plus add money into my family account. So let me show you how it works if you take a profit right away. So let's pretend we started with a profit level inventory on our chart. You can go back to your chart. In total inventory, you're going to start there at $3,000. So instead of building it, you're going to start there at $3,000. So week number one. So let's say week number one, I sell $400. It doesn't really matter how much I sell because I've got the inventory, so I don't have to worry about investing in it, rebuilding it, or building it. So I sell $400. $200, I'm going to go to reinvestment, to order from Mary Kay in order to replace that inventory. $200 is going to go to the customer. That comes from my inventory on my shelf. $200, I'm going to move to inventory when I order. It's going to come back to me. So my inventory is going to stay the same, and my profit is going to be $200. So if I sell $400, I'm going to be taking my 50% profit right away. Well, when I did that, and I times this out, and that was about on average what I was selling as a new consultant, is I was profiting $800 a month from the very beginning. So that $800 a month, guess what? That goes here. That $800, I pay $100 of it to my loan. That leaves me a profit of $700 that I was able to contribute to our food, to our gas, and anything else, and start building some money towards getting to be able to move out of my in-laws' home. So you can kind of see how that works. So that's the two options of starting with Mary Kay inventory is either, starting a Mary Kay business is either building your inventory, option one, or investing in inventory up front is option two. Now, I knew when I started Mary Kay, I knew there wasn't a guarantee. How did I know if I was going to be good? How did I know if I was going to like it? And so to take out a loan for me was a risk. I felt like it was a risk. However, Mary Kay offers a 90% buyback. And so I just kept thinking about that. I kept thinking, if this doesn't work, I get 90% of my money back and I can pay that loan off. And my husband said to me at the time, he said, Heather, these other loans we have, which was plenty of them, your student loans aren't making you any money. You decided not to go into your field. Our car loan doesn't make us any money. In fact, it depreciates every month. Our wedding loan, that day came and went and makes us no money. And the personal loan, to be honest, I don't even know what that was for. And then your cute outfit you bought at Dayton's makes us no money. And insurance makes us no money. So if you take out a loan and have one payment of $100, that $100 can make us money. It can make us, in our case, it made us about $600 to $800 a month right away. So that made sense to me. You couple that with 90%, Mary Kay's 90% buyback guarantee. That made sense to me. And I thought, you know what? in my situation, it makes no sense for me to build this business any other way. This is how I've got to start my business. And let me real quickly just share with you, so that's where my finances were at. As far as time, I probably had the time where I could have redelivered product if I needed to, because, being at home, I could have taken my daughter with me and delivered after the sale. But I kept thinking to myself, well, if I had time to redeliver the product, why not just sell more? Why not hold that, use that time to sell more appointments, sell more product at appointments and increase my income? So I didn't want to do the delivery afterwards. I wanted to give on-the-spot delivery. And then as far as my emotional management, I don't know. I probably would have been a little frustrated if I had to give sales away, especially because I was in a situation that we needed money so badly. Like, it would have probably been hard for me to pass on sales because I didn't have the product. And so for me, the best option was for me to invest in my product right up front. Now, what I teach consultants is when you do have an inventory loan, you will pay your monthly payment. And if you need to take a profit, you're going to just pay the minimum monthly payment or make a payment like I did of $100. And then after the fiscal year in Mary Kay, there are 32 legal tax deductions that we have. And so when it comes to tax time, you're going to be able to write off a lot of things that you normally weren't able to before. And it could be a portion of your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, your car, your travel, anything that you can do some Mary Kay at the same time. And you will get a larger tax return as a result of having an in-home Mary Kay business. And so at the end of that first year, that difference in your tax return, that increase in your tax return as a result of Mary Kay, then I teach consultants to use that portion of your return, pay off your inventory so you have it paid free and clear, and then within 1 year you'll have free and clear and won't have that payment anymore. So hope that helps. Please let me know right away that you watched this video. Go ahead and jump on our Facebook group. Let me know that you watched the welcome video, and I will be sending out your Mary Kay money bag in order to keep all your sales tickets and your money in there. So I will get that prize too, and then I'll be able to touch base and we'll see what the best option is for you. Thank you so much, and I know you are going to be tremendously successful in your Mary Kay, but take a chance on yourself. You never know if you don't take a chance.